Snake with Nipsey Hussle. Big shout out to my SPI, Spotter Low. You know, I'm in the black box. Had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned. All that.
The fact that the dynamic that Ho No Honey is allowing Loose Coochie Lips to address game like this when Ho No Honey's profile was built by being able of having on his Instagram for the longest manager of the game and Ray J. This is how he built his equity to a lot of outsiders looking in.
True.
So we never discussed the implications of the fact that Loose Coochie Lips, who has done absolutely nothing for Wack's career, who is now his understudy, his goofball, loser, torpedo, crash out.
The crash out, send off, all that.
He's allowing this guy to disrespect his bread and butter. We didn't even discuss the round. What's your thoughts on that?
To be honest with you, the way that you broke that down with that whole situation, I really don't know where Wack stand with the game, because previously, like how we discussed, you know, he had that legal situation, and I'm not sure if Wack 100 totally backed off of the game and whatever you have going on, but that is very interesting. That
I'm gonna give you a little game. This is what's cracking. Loose Coochie Lips just told a lot to those who know. Disclaimer: Loose Coochie Lips just exposed and explained a lot that behind the scenes everybody been knew. So he's saying whatever happened at that place when you left with my homies and all that. Just a clip. Insert this clip when you do whatever you're gonna do with this content. Tiny Draw on Clubhouse. Pop up. What's up? See us two back. He fired on Cuz in front of Kanye West. This is the incident that Loose Coochie Lips and Colin and Ashley Cannon is referring to.
I heard about that.
So what Loose Coochie Lips and Ashley Cannon is doing is telling once again and exposing that Game Ben stopped giving a about Wack Ho No Honey.
Oh shit!
Because of Munchie B, I've been aware a long time ago of an incident where Game was supposed to was at a show with YG or about to come to a show where YG was. And you know, YG and Wack is a So I believe, if I can recall correctly, and I'm not saying verbatim, something of the nature took place to where the communication was from Gang to YG. They was like, look, blood, like blood ain't bull. Like if he coming with you, he ain't bull. And basically Gang gave them the wink wink long time ago. So Loose Ashley Cannon let the cat out the bag. But this is information the real streets been on, bro. But I'm not exposing this. Ashley did. Ashley Cannon exposed this, but I'm just letting you know, yeah, we been up on that, bro. Been up. When I squashed my beef with Game last year after 15 years, and it was shout out to my nigga G Magic 88 Avalon 8897 East Side Crip. But since the day it happened, if you don't know, me and Magic appreciated it more than anybody because it was causing a wedge in things that took place since my older brother was in junior high school. The Crips he grew up with before we was cripping, and the Crips that welcomed me to the East Side and supervised me as I turned into an East Side evil beast. Relationships was being strained over Game, and Magic and myself, clearer minds prevailed, and we both were so appreciative of what we did as men. Magic was celebrating it on his Instagram for a couple of days, but as soon as he started posting about it, Ho No Honey popped up in the comments talking about this shit weird. A Pyru way from Pacoima, confused and feel like Eastside Keyways that could walk to each other's hood for the last 40 years, grew up, went to their brothers and sisters and cousins, all went to elementary and junior high school together. This is what he feels is weird that we found a way to resolve a fucking hip-hop beef that's 15 years old. That show you how weird he is.
Yeah, that nigga out of pocket for that one.
That nigga's out of pocket, period. He's a Payru, not a Pyru.
I'm not gonna lie, my whole situation, like, I wouldn't say like I hate Wack 100, but the dislike come from the fact of how he disrespect Nip and was saying he wasn't a legend in the midst of everything that was going on. To even if you're trying to do that for clicks and views, like why would you even spread that narrative at that point?
Hatred, bro. Look, he's attached himself to Game, Ray J, Blueface. None of them are generally, as of yet, considered a legend. Game may have some people view him that way, and he's been around and he's done some things, but it's not the overall perception. And you know, he's so boastful about everything that he's attached to. He tries to market it and present it as part of the elite, the best there is to offer. So when a peer of theirs who has never put out an album and you hold no 100, so confused of what the definition of the word legend is, you don't realize what a legend is. A legend could be a fucking lie, a fucking folklore. He's so quick to want to discredit. He don't even realize it's okay. You could be a legendary loser, a legendary bozo. He just didn't want to act. Oh, he's a legend. What's wrong with him being a legend, bro? A legend typically refers to something that people believe, whether they can confirm it or not. And the world believed by far that Nipsey Hussle was an innovator, a fucking gangbanger turned genius, investor, financial literate motherfucker that was able to knock the baddest female in the game that every black boy wanted to have. This is the perception that they have of him. That is absolutely legendary. I used to tell Nipsey and those I spoke to shortly before he died, like, damn, this the only nigga I know that everybody respects that that does not have a record you could point to. Not one. Usually, most people that are established have a one. You got Ice, baby. That's why it's a Vanilla Ice. He has that record. Nipsey was premier, top of the line, most anticipated, and didn't have a record that you could point to. And I thought that was legendary while he was alive. So, Hold No 100 is just so much of a hater that sometimes you could just be quiet and nobody would know you a hater. But he loves to talk so much, and he's so much of a hater, it's obvious every time he calls himself speaking on a certain subject.
I'm not gonna lie, that's very well said, because for you to sum up everything of whatever he brought to the game to as he's not that, it says something more on the deeper level to where it isn't something that's surface. You have some type of hatred for the guy that's actually doing something positive. So, and to be honest with you, like you said, a legend could be subjective the same way as people talk about who's the GOAT with basketball. So it depends on
a GOAT is more specific. That's an acronym with words that describe an actual accomplishment, status, or prestige. A legend can be absolutely bad. It can be wrong. It can be foul. The legend of the ghost that haunts the fucking river.
True that.
He's just so much of a hater. It irritated him for people they never described what type of legend he was. He's a legend in many ways and many rights, whether you want to deem them things of esteem or just factual matters. He has a lot of legendary attributes.
True that.
He's an African that is prominent in one of the most notorious Los Angeles gangs. He might not have been high in the infantry ranks. However, he got exposed with his talents to a whole nother level of life. This is what I was saying on that recorded phone call. They trying to say I was hating on my brethren, the Keyway Christ neighborhood Nip, when I was comparing my experience as a gang member to his. You just look at our age differences, the time spent doing what we call ourselves doing as far as cripping. Although his overall profile exceeded mine before he passed, it wasn't based on what normally neighborhood Crips get known for without entertainment, celebrity. Never called him a buster, never called him inactive. But our streets, our environment, the active people, it's not hard to kind of meter what actual status or position, rank, specialty, what people appreciate you for in said environment. You've been gangbanging, growing up with, hanging out with, talking to, gelling with, working with 60s since before Juvenile. My first motherfucking babysitter was on Brynhurst.
Neighborhood Nip Hussle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know, I'm in the black box. Had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned. All that.
It's the homie cook-up boss, goddammit, Cub Low. And y'all tuning in to the Wake and Bake Show with goddammit the homeboy Spider Low.
Here with SPI, the realest nigga in LA.
Spider this bitch!
My nigga Spider Low. Spider Low, nigga.
Spider Low.
It's Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low, that's my nigga.
Spider Low.
Spider Low. Shout out to SPI, that motherfucking nigga.
Spider Low, Wake and Bake. Better keep it Google, nigga.
Loke is in LA somewhere doing what he's doing.
In the words of Spider Loke on my mama's mama.
Spider Loke's gear. This is Bay Mac.
Nate Blood, C-Mac. Shout out my Loke, Spider Loke, huh? Nate Blood on Hood. It's a beautiful world. You fight me? Sci-fi crib.
Point blank, through no subliminal dissing. When I listen, I can tell you never been on no mission. Sticking to the script, don't care if I offend you. Neighborhood crib, the marathon
I overlook my competition, never seeing them. I done trained my mind that I'm going. You could tell by how I walk, talk, I'm a boss. A east side millionaire, homie, what you thought? My life is a movie. They can't get close to me. They mad cause they can't be. I'm everything that they wanna be, yeah.